This is the Commodore 2001. It was introduced in a time when most computers aimed at the early home computer market were still sold in kit form. Commodore was one of the first computer manufacturers to introduce a non-kit computer ready to use out of the box in 1977. The 2001 series was released in 1978 with an improved keyboard and the memory increased to 32K. The PET, an acronym for Personal Electronic Transactor, was designed by Chuck Peddle, who also designed the 6502 microprocessor used in many of the computers of the period, including Apple, Atari, and Commodore computers. The PET series of computers used a dataset as a mass storage device in the home computer market. It came equipped with an attached 9-inch green phosphor screen and had the unique ability to have its cover raised like the bonnet of a car for servicing the computer. The case on earlier models was made of metal to be replaced by formed plastic on later models.
Here are the controls of an Atari video computer system. Here are the controls of the Commodore Vic-20 home computer. Now, which one do you think really deserves to be called a computer? If you say the Vic-20, well, here's a little additional piece of information. The Vic-20 also plays games like you've never seen before. Mere child's play for a true computer. The Commodore Vic-20, a real computer for the price of a toy. When you pinged your first Pong, you were being prepared for something. When you downed your first Martian, when you ate your first power pill, you were being prepared for something far greater. Because those game machines were crude versions of computers. And what you were being prepared for was a real version of a computer, the Commodore Vic-20. Games like you've never seen before, but more important, true computing. Commodore Vic-20, a real computer for the price of a
Microsight is a video digitizer system which enables you to display the image received by a camera on a monitor screen. The system consists of a camera, an interface unit and software which can be altered to suit the user's particular purpose. The camera is pointed at an object, and as long as the intensity of the light reflected from the object is above a certain threshold value, digital image of the object will appear on screen. And what else to use in your Commodore disk drives other than Commodore branded disks? Unlike this young user, Phyllis has invested in a disk drive. This is the CBM dual drive unit for the CBM line of computers. It contains two 5¼ single-sided drives, and it connects to the CBM via the IE4/8/8 port. Like other Commodore drive units, it is an intelligent device with its own CPU and RAM. The Commodore drives pack extra data, on a disc by varying the data clock depending on the track number. There are 4 different speed zones on a disc. Tracks are numbered starting from the outside of the disc, so that there is more physical area for data storage on track 1 outside than there is on the inside track. The disc drives share the same styling as the CBM and also shares the concept of the hinged top and support prop.
IBM calls this a personal computer and says a person can afford it, yet it's over $1,500. Apple says computing is a revolution that can't be missed, but at $1,530 you could miss it. Atari says computers are now within reach. Well, the Commodore 64 has more built-in memory than the others, and it's under $600. So, while everyone else talks about the revolution that's coming, you can experience the revolution that's here.
That was fun. Next we shall have some C64 adverts from America and Australia.
The makers of the Commodore Vic-20 would like to thank the makers of video game machines for preparing everyone for the next step, real computers.
While the CBM2 line was busily being released, Commodore, wisely, took the opportunity to repackage their CBM business line in the same attractive case style. Like the CBM 8032, the 8032 SK comes with 32K of addressable RAM, all available to BASIC, a crisp 80-column green display, full business keyboard with numeric keypad, and the BASIC 4.0 environment for programming and file access, although internally the 8032 SK and 8096 SK are still just 8032 alligators and 8096 alligators respectively. Externally, they have been greatly enhanced by the new smooth plastic case design, swivel monitor, and an external keyboard. The 8296D models in this line have 8250 internal disk drives. The 8032 SK and 8096 SK are both widely admired by Commodore fans and computer collectors for their extremely attractive case designs.
In January 1982, the Commodore 64 personal computer was introduced with a 64K built-in memory for under $600. So to stay even with Commodore in memory and price, IBM will have to slash its price, quadruple its memory. Apple will also be faced with a sizable chore, and so will Atari. As Shearson American Express put it, the Commodore 64 could be the microcomputer industry's outstanding new product introduction since the birth of the industry.